Hi, this is Ethan Green from No Sleepless Nights, and in this review I'm going to be looking at two different white noise machines by Marpac. First of all, we've got the Marpac Uno here, and secondly we've got the Marpac Rohm. Now the Uno is the one I'm going to start with, and I like the Uno because it actually makes authentic fan sounds using an internal mechanical fan. It's the only white noise machine manufacturer I know that does that. Most of the others use recordings. Or digitally create the sound inside, but this is the only one that has an internal fan. Very simple. All you do is turn it on and you will be able to hear the fan spinning and the sound of rushing air coming out of the little air holes here. And then the only option you have, the only feature literally, is just to turn this side cap and it will change the sound. And that is literally it. Now Marpac call it a simple white noise machine, and it really is. It's even simpler than the original Marpac Dome and the Marpac Classic. Going back to the 1960s, it's one of the oldest manufacturers of white noise machines, and it had two speeds, the DS, but this one just has this one speed. Just turn this cap and that's it. Now some people might criticise the fact that it doesn't have any other features. There's no timer, there's no alarm, there's no clock, there's no lights, there's no buttons, there's no volume control, literally nothing, just on and off and turn the cap. However, I think that some people will actually quite like the simplicity. That's what it's designed for, and that's what you get having an internal fan and just the authentic sound. Something else that is worth bearing in mind is that it needs to be plugged in at all times. It has the wire at the back there. Another little point to note is that it comes with these stands, the little feet, sticky feet, so you can push it on a bedside table and twist it and it's not going anywhere, it just sticks, which is great. And a lot of other white noise machines I've looked at, they're so flimsy, the plastic can be pretty cheaply made and so light that you push the button and it just flies around the nightstand, which is annoying. So there you go, there's the Uno. And now let's look at the Rohm. Now this is a tiny little white noise machine by Marpac. It doesn't have an internal fan, it has recordings, 3 of them, and it has very good volume control, which is also something that I like about this little machine. So let's turn it on. And first up we've got white noise, or a fan sound I believe. And then the next one, oh, doesn't want to change. There we go. This is a deeper white noise. I like the deeper white noise sounds personally, or brown or pink noise, whatever you want to call them. It gets confusing. Some manufacturers refer to it as deep white noise, some as brown noise, but ultimately it doesn't really matter. What's important is that you like the sound. And the final one is ocean surf. Now I like this one. It's just the sound of gentle waves crashing onto a beach. It's gentle and it's nice and it's pleasant to listen to. And it just makes a change, a bit of variety from the white noise or the deep white noise / brown noise. And the volume is great on the little Rohm. For such a small compact device, it really surprises me that the volume is so loud, especially on the white noise. So there you go. I wasn't even going to try and talk over that, it's so loud. And it is amazing that this tiny little machine can pump out so much volume, and I think that's great if you're travelling and you find yourself somewhere where it's very noisy outside. You know, it can be a case where you get to a hotel or wherever you're staying and suddenly you realise that it's next to a main road or it's above a bar or whatever, and it's just a lot of noise outside and you can't sleep. Stick this by the window, turn the volume up, and it's going to mask pretty much everything, which is great. I also like the fact that it has an internal rechargeable battery, so it comes with a micro USB to USB cable, and you can charge that from your laptop or from any normal USB hub, and that just means that it's really convenient for travel. It actually came with a little white string as well, so that you can hang it somewhere, but I've managed to lose that, but believe me, it exists. And there you go, there's not much else to say about the Rohm either. So let me turn it off. You need to hold the button to turn it off. So there you go. Now I think if you're thinking of a Marpac product, they do make others, but these two are my favourites at the moment. My favourites. I like the Uno for the authentic white noise fan sounds. The fact that it has the internal fan, and it's just so simple. You know, all you do is twist it and turn it on and off. There's really very little to go wrong. But you do need to keep it wired at all times, keep it plugged in, which is something to bear in mind. And it is quite large on a nightstand. You need a bit of space for that. And I like the Rohm if you're thinking of taking a machine with you when you're travelling. It's definitely one of the better, if not one of the very best portable white noise machines that I've looked at. It's just so small, so light, and yet the volume is pretty impressive. So there you go. But just to give you a other size comparison, there's a small glass of water, so you can see that the Uno, it looks big on this table before, but compared to the water, it's not that huge. Compared to the glass of water, rather, it's not that huge. And the Rohm is, notably very small. So there you go. Those are two of my favourites from Marpac. Thanks for watching.